Listen up, fellas. Do you ever find yourself skipping meals or ordering takeout when life gets busy? We all know this can be a hard habit to break. Look, that's where Control comes in. They're a brand owned and operated by gamers and content creators who decided to make healthier food options for people who struggle in the kitchen. If you're looking to eat healthier meals and lose weight, their meal replacement shakes are the best option. With 23 grams of protein, vitamins, minerals, probiotics, and MCTs, they will fill you up for hours and they taste amazing. If you're looking for a high protein snack, they also got protein cookies. And they got protein meal bars, which is hard to say with my mouth full, but guys, this is truly delicious. I got a son right over here. He didn't know anything about healthy cookies. These are the ones that he turns to all the time. I'm not joking about that. They've only got 250 calories. With 15 grams of protein, 4 grams of collagen, our cookies are the perfect blend of health and taste. Their meal bars also pack in 15 grams of protein, and they got a ton of fiber. Controllers really help me to stay on track with my nutrition. If you want to make a healthier change, use the promo code Chael to get 10% off your first order, or just click on the link below. The Korean zombie is a really nice guy. I mean, that's a really nice person. And he worked really hard. He really is sacrificed. I not only like the zombie, I respect the zombie. You guys don't hear me throwing out that word a lot. And the zombie spoke about me before. And he had beautiful things to say. And you guys know how that goes. Right? Doesn't matter if he lives in a different country and we don't speak the same language, we've never met, we're likely to never meet. If he says something nice about me, I'm now going to say nice things about him and mean them forever. It's nice. It's very nice to hear those things. I want to set that aside. Son, there's a whiteboard behind you. Please bring it to me. I was in Brazil, guys, and I was doing the Ultimate Fighter 3. I had just lost to Rashad Evans. Now, I have never, no, put that back on there. I have never to this day made an excuse about that contest. Thank you, son. Oh, actually, why don't you come over here too? Go over here too. Face the camera. Just throw your hands up. Throw your hands up now. No, stand up. Stand up so the world can see. Throw one or two. Oh, there you go. Go ahead. Thank you, son. That's who I think you should fight, Max, not the zombie. Let me bring this up. I never made an excuse for Rashad Evans. Thank you, son. You can sit down. I never made an excuse, but there was things going on that night. And while I was over there filming The Ultimate Fighter, Daniel Cormier has some opponent, which actually might have been Rashad. Maybe that's where we come full circle. I fight Rashad, then Rashad was supposed to fight Daniel. At any rate, the opponent doesn't show. So I go to work. I'm in Brazil. I go to work. I get a hold of Dana. Dana's in a meeting. I go right to Craig Broussard. I'm coming back. I'm going to fight Daniel. But it's important to me to redeem myself because I was living with this atrocity known as my performance against Rashad. And athletes go through that where things really bother them. And so to get ahead of this and to make sure that I got it, I not only went to Dana, I went to Craig, but I then reached out. I reached out to Ross, who Alan had introduced me to online. And Ross had helped me pull some capers in the past. He did design, graphic design. So I reached out to Ross from Brazil to have Ross take the UFC's trademark logos and put a poster of me and Daniel together. I'm going to release this, then I'm going to fly home, I'm going to fight Daniel, I'm going to redeem myself to the world. And Ross didn't do it. And I'm on a time crunch, and I'm in Brazil. So I reach out to him again, not knowing the time delay. Maybe he was asleep or something like this. Well, he did get it the first time, and he got it the second time. And he let me know he wasn't going to do it. And he told me he didn't want to see me fight Daniel Cormier. That was a hard talk. That was a really hard talk. And Ross and I, who went on to be friends, but at that point, that wasn't our relationship. He looked up to me. Ross was a kid. I was an adult. I think he was a junior in high school, by example. And he told me no. He said, I don't want to see you fight Daniel Cormier. And that's a hard talk, but somebody has got to have it with you. And I don't want to speak to the zombie. That's his business, and he's a great guy. But to Max Holloway, my son that just came over here and threw a couple of punches, it'd be better if you fought him. You'd get more credit. You get more respect. This is the wrong move. I remember during my career, the baddest dude that ever fought at the same time that I fought is a guy who got named, he did not name it himself, he got the name the Axe Murderer. and a grand total of nobody called that man out. And over time and over the walks and over the championships and over all of the rounds, when it looked like he could have retired and gone out as the biggest star ever, he loved the sport so much he was going to stay in. And then and only then did I hear his name kind of anybody else's mouth. And all those people that then called him out, to me, are cowards. In fact, I went and looked for him. I never said it publicly. I went and looked for those guys. I beat the hell for doing that because it was a chicken move. And Max, you are not a chicken, and I am not calling you any of those things. This is a bad idea. I'm not sure if you guys have fought before, but I think you have, and you definitely should have somewhere in that division. So if this is a rematch, it makes it an even worse idea. You're not going to get credit for it. It's not something people want to see. I don't think they want to see you beat up my son that was just here, but they would feel safer. And I just had this, brother. These are just other things if you don't have anything else to fight. Like you could fight my whiteboard, for example. And you'd have to break it. I'd hold it or something like that, maybe like a spinning kick. But we could do that on pay-per-view in the octagon. You'd get more credit if you beat up my whiteboard. And then nobody's going to feel bad either. Nobody's going to go, oh my God, stop this fight. What commission let this go? What are you possibly doing? The man retired on TV in the 4th round against Volkanovski. Have we all forgot? I also brought this. This is going to be a little bit harder. Like, I'll hold it for you. I don't know if you can spin and crush it, but you could do something with this. This is an eraser. Elbow tricks or something like that. But if we did this on pay-per-view or this or Thero, it would do more for your career. You're going backwards here. Each time. People are going to be in tears, and they're going, oh. And then what if you have to do the same thing that Volk did? Are you sure you want to go on? And Volk had a job to do, and he had tools to do the job, just like a builder or framer. He had tools, and they weren't nice. They weren't soft. They weren't pleasant. Volk asked him if he wanted to go home, and he said no. And Volk had to keep going to work with very vicious tools. It was the only ones he had. Max, please. Fight the whiteboard.